Hey guys, welcome to my how to play video. Today we're going to learn how to play TGs. Okay, to start off with, TG Striker, its effect is that if your opponent controls a monster you don't, you can special summon it from your hand. And if he gets destroyed, during the end of that turn, you can add a TG monster from your deck to your hand, except for himself. TG Werewolf's effect is when a level 4 lower monster is special summoned, you can special summon this card from your hand. You will reveal the TG Werewolf to do this. During the end phase of the turn, he's destroyed, sent to your graveyard. You can add a TG monster from your deck to your hand, except for himself. So right here, you can already tell that TG Werewolf and TG Striker work together. TG Striker will special summon itself from the hand, then you will reveal Werewolf in your hand and special summon the Werewolf. TG Striker is a tuner, and TG Werewolf is a non-tuner. TG Rush Rhino is also a non-tuner, so you can make some good synchro plays. TG Rush Rhino's effect is, if it attacks, it gets 400 attack during the damage step only. And during the end phase, if it's destroyed, it's the same as effect to the other two. You can add a TG monster to your hand from your deck, except for itself. TG Rush Rhino is interesting because it's the only one that doesn't special summon of the trio, but it gets the attack boost, and 2000 attack for level 4 is pretty good. So the way this deck works is that it's kind of like a pocket knife. You can special summon the Striker or set your TG Striker turn 1 if you don't have the other two, and decide if you have an Allure of Darkness or something, you can get Werewolf. Or maybe you feel like Rush Rhino for more power. It's your choice. So the best opener turn was to bring out a Rush Rhino and to either just let them kill it so you can get a Striker, or just leave it on the field so you can have some good power for turn 2. So you can there's quite a bit of times, especially the search on this deck, you could have TG Striker 2 Werewolves. You should only synchro summon TG Striker and 1 Werewolf, and you should always have 1 TG left on the field at all times. You want to be able to have a constant floater. So if you're able to go TG Striker with 2 Werewolves, make sure you're not going to run into a trap if you're going to make something like Crimson Blader. I really do recommend having a TG on the field at all times, because if you run out of fuel, you're just going to go nowhere. You're going to see TG monsters, a bunch of the synchro monsters like Wonder Magician, but don't use them. There are a lot better synchro monsters out now, and like the TG ones just really don't stack up. The only one I like is TG Hyper Librarian, because whenever a player synchro summons, you draw a card, and that's really good. This deck really likes Redox. There's a bunch of Earths. You can use Redox to bring back a tuner like TG Striker. You can pitch an Earth in your hand with Redox, special summon Redox in the graveyard. And you can always banish 2 Earths from the graveyard and bring out Redox. Redox, very good card for this deck. Good play is to special summon TG Striker, normal summon Rush Rhino, bring out Naturia Parkion. The good thing about this deck is that it's not Torrential Tributes, like who cares? You could just bring out, you can add TG Striker with the Rush Rhino's effect, and with TG Striker's effect, get Rush Rhino and just do it again next turn. Now we're going to talk about the best card of TGs. TG1 EM1. Its effect is you select one card, one monster your opponent controls, and 1 TG monster you control, and switch control those targets. So let's say I have TG Hyper Librarian, and the opponent brings out Tempest, and then Blaster. So your opponent will probably want to go to something defensive in this case, because you probably have 1 or more back row. Bring out Dracosack. It's important not to play EM1 yet. You don't want to switch control of your TG Hyper Librarian with your Dracosack. If they go to attack in the battle phase, you'll be fine. You could still use it in the battle phase when they declare an attack. You would wait to chain TG1 EM1 when they activate their effect, but like Dracosack here. The reason is because at Chain Link 1 it will be Dracosack's effects, at Chain Link 2 will be TG EM1's. So the control of the monsters would switch, and then Chain Link 1 would resolve, and you would get the Dracosack tokens. The deck has pretty good combo with Fire Formation Tanky. You can add Werewolf to your hand and then play Allure of Darkness. This makes Allure of Darkness very playable in this deck, because realistically you're playing 6 Werewolves right now. And of course it also works with Bear, which, you know, Bear's Bear. Skill Drain's very good in this deck. It's not going to stop your TG searching effects. It will stop Rush Rhino from getting attack, and Hyper Librarian's drawing effect, but those are pretty negligible in the grand scheme of things. And Stardust Dragon's effect will work under Skill Drain, just for any newer players that don't remember that or don't know that. Thanks for watching, guys. I know this one was pretty quick, but TGs are a pretty simple deck. to learn, one of the hardest to master, and I'll be doing another how to play video. Not who are we kidding? Probably like a month or two. See you later.